Like, who would even wear that? Stop trying to make stuff like this, guys. I do not like it. I want to buy it so bad. Hey girly girls, welcome back to another episode of Snatch Scale, where we look at new Asian beauty and rank them together. So I've already done my base. Today I'm using the H20 foundation and I've been using this for a while. I got this off. It looks kind of nasty now, but every time I've been using it, I've been loving how nice it looks. Do you see how flawless my base is? I have 2 pimples here and I have a pimple patch on this one, but oh my god, it looks really nice. I've been loving that foundation. Anyways, today we actually have a lot to talk about, so grab some snacks, grab some water, and let's hang out together. So I feel like us muted girlies are in it for a lot of things. I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with a lot of muted shades this year, and especially now. So I'm like gagging. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes I'm interested in and I'm excited to try them. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get all of these immediately because they're not cheap. First, let me do my eyeshadow. I always talk about this palette but never seem to use it on my eyelids every time I do this, so I'm gonna use this one today. I just had an order out for a bunch of new eyeshadow palettes, so I'm interested to try more. Honestly, I don't really have that much. I feel like every time I'm pulling out my same old ones because I haven't really been buying any new ones, so kind of excited for the new ones. So anyway, I feel like Fwee has really been coming out with really nice things, because this whole concept that they have going on here with their pocket sheet palettes and pocket eyeshadow palettes, it is so on brand with them and their whole concept. The packaging is so adorable, especially their new jelly lip pods. I wasn't really interested in those, but these palettes got me gagged. The eyeshadow palettes, when I look at all of the colors, they all look very muted, very up my alley. So I was just like, oh my god, these are so nice. But all of them are very muted and not bright at all. You can just look at all of these swatches here. They all look very muted. While the Great Bonbon, the last one, is muted, but it's definitely more on the darker side. I think for me personally, number 2, 3, and 4, I'm interested in it. The first one seems a bit too light for my own preference, but it's still so pretty. And like having them all together, they look so nice. I'm definitely interested in the lip products because in my last video I talked about them and I feel like they're so good. Nobody raves about them enough, and I definitely do want to try these. I forgot to mention, my boyfriend was saying, instead of S tier, why don't you create snatch tier, because you want to snatch it up real quick. And I'm just like, oh my god, actually yes, that's such a good idea. So S tier is not S tier anymore, it's snatch tier. And I'm gonna put all of these the eyeshadows in snatched. I want it. I'm gonna go through quickly their blushes as well, and I also really like all the colors. They all look very muted. I think the orange one and the pink one caught my eye, but honestly all of the colors look very pretty. The pink one especially, because it looks like it's super muted, and there's also a gray shade, which I think is amazing for us muted girlies. This is just on my snatch list. Blushes from Fwee, also snatched. I want that so bad. S tier. I haven't seen a lot of swatches from their lippies, but I know I also want to try that, so I'm gonna put that also snatch tier. Honestly, this whole collection, snatch tier, S tier. I want to buy it so bad. Let me know what you guys think. Fwee is really ahead of the game. They are setting the trends. Honestly, I feel like they are setting the trends and people are just copying them, other brands. Next is this Holika Mood Eye palette. I wanted to put this in here because the shades look very muted. They have a cool tone shade and a warm tone shade, and they both look stunning. I feel like I'm gravitating to these colors. As I mentioned before, I'm a muted girl and I love light muted colors, so this is so up my alley. Looking at the swatches itself, it looks kind of basic but very pretty colors. Would I buy this? Not really, because I feel like I have quite a number of shades that are kind of similar to what they have over here, such as the pear one I have, and also like the sequins. One's called Almost Grape and Letter for Spring, and they're just both very pretty. How would I rank this? I really like it. I wouldn't say I would buy it. If it was on discount, maybe, but I feel like I have a lot of palettes. It's so hard. I do like it. I like it, so I'll put it in A tier. This is also really biased because I feel like I'm biased because I like these colors, but at the same time, this is how I feel and like my ranking, so I'll put it A tier. I really enjoy these. The colors are really pretty. Next up, I want to talk to you guys about the Wakemake rebranding, and I don't know guys, I do not like it. I do not like their old branding, like the logo itself. It looks quite cool. I think it's still very modern, very cool, but this new Wakemake logo is like that bubbly. I feel like they have a Fwee concept going on, more rounded, more like younger, bubbly looking. Like Fwee really got that down. But when I'm looking at the new Wakemake stuff, so this is their new foundation. I've never tried any Wakemake foundation or cushion foundation. I can't really comment on the formula or stuff like that, but just based on the packaging compared to what they have in the past, this is such a downgrade. I feel like their new packaging is really not it. It looks cheap actually, and like, Wakemake stuff is not really that cheap. They're on, I wouldn't say they're that affordable. They're definitely a bit higher because like I feel like all these palettes I've seen on YesStyle, they go like $30-40 for one palette. So the new packaging is basic, is not really giving anything. And they have their new lippies. The packaging is just not it. It is so basic, and with their new logo slap on it, I don't know why, it just makes the whole brand kind of cheap and it's giving knockoff, trying to copy a certain brand. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I was looking at all the swatches and they're also all very muted, so I was like, oh, the colors here look very pretty. I'll be honest, some of the swatches on the lips here, this is the only picture I can find, but they all number 5, 6 and 7, they all look kind of same. 8 and 9 looks kind of similar, so I need to see someone else swatch them, but the packaging is not for me. So I don't know where to put this. I wouldn't say I would give it an F tier because I am interested in the color, but in terms of the rebranding, it gets an F for me. This is bad rebranding. But so that's why for the foundation, just because I'm ranking it based on the packaging, I'll give it an F. But for the lippies, I'm gonna bump it to maybe a B because I'm interested in the colors and the formula, but not so much in the packaging. And they also have this new product. It is their multi palette, and if I'm being honest, I don't really like cream products next to powder products. It's just one of my pet peeves. I feel like I might accidentally touch a cream formula into the powder and then it leaves a little stain there. What happened to me in the past, or maybe some powder would get into cream, and I'm just not for it. I don't like that kind of packaging. And just look at this packaging, guys, for their new thing. They make it rounded, and then that new logo, I don't know, for me it does not, I really am not feeling this, man. And also the swatches of these, they look really lackluster for me. The colors are okay. It seems that there's a lot of shimmer palettes. I'm not really sure if this is eyeshadow palette because there's a lot of shimmers, and then there's a super dark shade, and then like cream blush. So is this an eyeshadow palette? Apparently it says right here it's all soft sheer, so I'm assuming all the colors are very soft and sheer. From the swatches you can clearly see that, but I don't really know what this is. If it's an eyeshadow palette, I don't really vibe with this. This one is a flop for me. They're not it. But I guess if you want a basic palette and enjoy the colors, I guess it's okay. But I just because that cream formula is there, no. This is an F for me. What do you guys think? Would you get this? Amuse. I haven't been liking any of their new releases. This new powder lip and cheek, so basically it's one of those blurring powdery formulas. I really like that kind of formula, so I can't really hate on it that much. But man, Amuse, you gotta stop with this weird packaging. Stop trying to make stuff like this. I don't know, it's like key ring, but then you can make it a ring or a clip-on. Who would clip this on their jeans? First off, I don't know. Or I remember seeing one that was in a ring and I'm just like, who would even wear that? First of all, because the packaging, it looks like just a normal basic plastic thing. It doesn't look like anything special. Why would I wear a plastic ring that looks like one of those ring pops around? For what? I'd rather just put that in my bag. Why would I put this on my jeans? If I put it on my jeans, I don't know, I feel like my fat roll is gonna snap it off and I'll just fall on the floor and break. I'm sorry. So packaging, no, Amuse, you gotta stop. This is not it. No more key rings. The only people that are doing key rings right are probably Seek and Fwee, because Seek have really cute packaging and really innovative because they include the applicator in it and everything. And Fwee, that's just their brand. They started it, they made it popular, and it works for them because it is their image, their brand. And all these other people copying them is just not hitting right because the packaging is not cute. It's not it. Let's look at the colors, because the colors are very pretty. They have muted shades, they have more intense shades. Overall, I feel like there's a shade for everyone. I won't hate on that. The formula looks really nice, and like I mentioned before, it's my favorite type of formula, so I wouldn't really hate it that much. But the packaging really isn't it, so because of that, I don't know. I don't think I'll buy this anytime soon just because I have so many similar products. It's not really innovative or anything, so I'll give it a C rank. I don't think I'll buy this anytime soon, and I don't think you need this either if you already have some Fwee products or all these, like, honestly, anything with like a silicone-y blurring formula you can use on your cheek and lip. Doesn't mean it says it's a lipstick you can't use it on your cheek. So it's just a marketing ploy to be like, oh yeah, this is for cheek and lip. And if I'm being honest, I don't really like the packaging because you need to use your hand to like swirl it or bring another applicator out to like use it and swirl it and put on your lips, which I don't like. So C rank for me. C rank only because the colors are very pretty, but honestly almost F rank. I'm gonna jump on House because they're selling something similar, but instead of having 12 colors they only have 5. The packaging is very pretty, and I think compared to Amuse's price tag is quite high. Etude is so much more affordable, and I feel like the quality is really good for that affordable price. It also comes with an applicator in a heart shape that's really cute, and their concept looks like one of those burger stands, the tomato. I think it's overall a really cute concept. The colors are kind of basic and they all look a little bright for my taste, but if I compare this to the Amuse one, I think in terms of the concept and packaging, it's a lot cuter, and I like that it also comes with a puff. So I would also put this in C rank because I'm not really interested. It's also a lip and cheek product, but I think the whole concept and packaging itself is better than Amuse. And despite its limiting colors, I just like this better compared to this one. When I look at the Amuse one, pretty colors, but I'm so turned off by the packaging, not really that interested in it. But this one, I'm just like, oh, it looks really cute, kind of want it because it's cute. That's my only reason, so I'm gonna put it at a C tier as well, just a little bit above the Amuse one. Bbia, I don't have a lot of other things, but I definitely want to try. When I saw this spatula concealer, I don't really use concealer, I just use cushion foundation mostly. This is not the first brand to do this. I saw another brand, they're a lot smaller. I forgot what brand it was, spatula concealer thing. And what's interesting from Bbia and that smaller brand is that this one has a blue and white formula, and just from looking at the pictures, maybe they are a bit more sheer. And I saw a video of someone putting on it is highlighting thing. For me personally, I prefer the C Beauty Chinese powder highlight because I think they look a lot better, but I guess if you're into this, I think the whole spatula applicator is really cool. I love putting my foundation, normal foundation, with a spatula and then blend it out with my Amoro's puff. So I can see this being really cool. So if you need, can't really comment about their formula because I've never really tried a lot of Bbia things. But if you're interested in a spatula applicator for concealer, definitely would check this out. I think it's really innovative and more brands should come out with it. And I guess people can choose their favorite formula. But this is pretty cool. I'll give it an 8 here, honestly. I'm interested in it. I wouldn't necessarily buy it, but I think it's really cool. Next up with the Bbia, another lip product. So this is 4 lip products and I saw this quite a while ago. I wanted to talk about it because of this gray lippy. So I have right here this honey melting lip. This is quite popular and this is a gray shade, but the thing is this one's glossy. So if there are any lippies that I like that I think are too bright, you can change the color with this gray lippy and just mute it a bit. And this one is matte, so I'm interested in it. I haven't seen a gray matte lippy, and all the other colors that they have are also very light, also very up my alley. I feel like these 3 other colors are very beautiful colors for base shades to layer on, as you can see here, and layer it on. It looks absolutely beautiful with a gradient lip. So honestly speaking, all of these shades, snatched. I want that so bad. S tier because of that gray lippy. I really want to try it, and I think it'll be great for us muted girlies. And I'm assuming that most of the people watching my videos are also muted girlies or girlies who like muted colors, but these have really caught my attention and I really want them. So I want so many things, but let me take a moment to show you my eye makeup. It just looks so good. This is why I love that Wakemake palette. It's so good, the lazy pink one. I am doing my makeup so slowly today, and today's highlighter pencil. For my Igyosa, I'm using the Art Class by, what's this brand again? Too Cool for School. And this is in the shade number 15, Peony Tea. It is quite a light color, pink, super light color honestly, but it goes well with the whole pink makeup look. But now it's also that time where I need to do my lashes and eyeliner and I really can't talk, so I'll be right back. So I feel like I haven't gotten ready quick enough while doing all of this because we're at our last product that I have here today. So this one is by Espoir, and it's actually, I think, an expansion of their old palettes. I know I have recommend you not get this if you like muted shades because I feel like they are a bit bright. This is the Espoir Real Eye Palette in Plum Soda, but I actually really like this palette because the quality is great. I just don't like the colors anymore, or think they're too bright for me, but the quality is really good. So they're expanding on their old palettes. So I know they changed the packaging a bit, but now they're adding in more colors, and as you can see here, they look really similar to their old base palette, but just adding in more colors. I'll say I like more colors. The more the merrier. I know some people don't really like that. They prefer a simple pan and just, but for some reason I just like mixing colors here and there, and somehow they look really pretty. So I really like this, and I was looking at a bunch of pictures and they have it for every season. The one that I'm most interested in is the honey oat latte and the pink oat latte. The rest, even the deep winter one, it looks like there's a lot of the muted shades, but they're also very deep and dark, so I'm just not into it. Vintage Mute also looks really good. I'm interested in that one too. But overall, all the colors look really nice. The Savage Mauve for me looks a little dark. I know it says light right there, but those colors are not really like what I like that much. I guess I like more the lighter side of things. And looking at all of the swatches here, they all look really pretty. So if you're interested in these colors, I can tell you that Espoir has really good eyeshadow quality and pigmentation, they're really good. Am I gonna get this? Absolutely not, because I already have so many palettes like this. I don't really need to add anything more. But if you want to look like at Espoir, they definitely have really good stuff. So what would I give this rating? I think I'm just gonna give it a B. It's nice that they're revamping their palette, because I know the old one has been around for quite a while. So now they're giving you more shades, and they also have a good variety of different colors for different seasons, so it's pretty good. For blush today, I just decided to use a Seek. This is number 13 Sweetheart palette, as well as the Wakemake one, because this one's quite bright, so I just used the Wakemake one to blur it down a bit. And for the lips, I was sent some products from Etude House. So I'm trying their glow tint fixing, and the color look very pretty, so I'll just try it on with you guys today. First look before my first impressions. This color is very pretty. It looks a lot brighter in camera, but in real life it's definitely a lot more muted. It's also not crazy pigmented, and it gives you a nice shine. I heard this formula is more like a tint, so it would stay on your lips crazy long. So I'm just gonna let it set, and then we'll use tissue and wipe it off in a bit. Also, there isn't really much news about new C Beauty products, so I didn't really include that in this video today. Now that it's been a second, let me wipe it off. My foundation came out a bit, and a little bit of lip product, but the stain is still there. Very slight shine. I like how the stain looks actually. It's not as deep as it was before, but very pretty still. I think it leaves a nice color. I'll have to try this again, especially when eating, but so far I really like the color. So that's it for today's snatch scale. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with my ranking, and what do you think of all of these new products. I really think Fwee is trendsetter, and a lot of brands are copying them, but they're kind of missing the mark. Instead of copying another brand, I feel like they should just think about their core concepts and come up with things that are super close to their own concept, what Fwee is doing, because they're just being themselves and they're really building the path. So thank you for hanging out with me, and if you're interested, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post short form content reviewing more things there. And it's also the same username. I'm SYLLIEPIE all over, or Silly Girly Beauty. Thank you for hanging out with me, and follow for more girly beauty.